Meet Sergeant First Class Alan Johnson. He's traveled all the way from Fort Shafter, Hawaii to attend the annual Level 3 Combatives Course held only on Camp Casey. In just a few moments, he'll be forced to spar against a classmate. The only problem is, Sergeant Johnson, like many of his comrades, hasn't used his combatives training in some time. So, are they rusty?
A little bit, but I came here and they quickly got you back into the, being proficient in the level 1 and 2 techniques.
Sergeant Johnson comes out of his corner, hurling himself onto his opponent. They scuffle on the mat using boxing, kickboxing, and wrestling techniques they learned from previous classes. Level 3 combatives instructor, Staff Sergeant Yako Kalili says that contrary to what you might see during one of these bouts, it's not all about beating people up.
It depends on what you're looking for. People who like to watch people get beat up want to see a long fight. I'm in here for technique mostly. I like to see people use technique, and if they do that, then it's always a good fight.
But as for being inside the ring, Sergeant First Class Alan Johnson says it's very unpredictable.
I guess the most part about it is trying to figure out your opponent. Figuring out what they're going to do so you can counter with some type of move, to be on top.
Coming out on top is the goal for all of the students in a Level 3 Combatives course, but it's that ambition and pride that can get these students hurt.
I think for the most part, we do worry about each other, especially, in this class environment. We have our times when we go all out, give 110%, but, if we're not giving that effort, we're not training.
The attitude Sergeant Johnson and his classmates have motivate these qualified instructors to travel all the way from Fort Benning, Georgia to Camp Casey to train them each year.
I was very proud of the students today. Just like last year, the students came out and fought hard. I like teaching in Korea. I'm never disappointed by the fights from the students in Korea. They always go 110% every time.
Although Level 3 Combatives is a course that has its share of physical risks, the knowledge of knowing how to protect yourself during hand-to-hand combat is priceless. I'm Army Sergeant Dion Moses, Camp Casey, Korea.